Смотри, микрофон включен, сигнал отсутствует. Все работает. Чекнуть. Ну-ка. 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 Ага. Связь пошла. Окей. Погнали. Короче, значит так, пацаны и пацанессы, я решил, если Вилвейдер может это быть PNG-тубером, значит я могу. Почему бы и нет? Короче. So, I mean, I said if Villvader can be the PNG tuber, then why I cannot? I still keep forgetting to download Vardo for my model, so yeah. Instead, I'll be just this. Okay, where did we start? Where did we stop? Most importantly. Wait a second. Yeah, that's right. This is the team with which we completed the previous encounter with the Ring Father. Дропнули Кит, Кира и Ишмаэль буквально минуту назад. Ну, давай, знаешь, после прохождения вот этого стейджа я почитаю, что она может. So, what do you think, Yoshihide? This concept is called minimalism. What are you showing to this little kid, you freak? A bold removal of the necessary for the preservation of the essence. As you must be aware, the human corpus has far too many non-essential parts, which harm the purity of it. Oh, he's alive. Father, where are you? Dad? This is just too cruel, I don't want to see it. Oh, they're tethered. Yoshihide, that is because you are focusing only on the present. Allow yourself to look beyond the subject momentary suffering, and there you will discover the perpetuity of the structure we will shape from it. Let us review. The simplicity with which a straight line thunders is a primordial form of structuralism. Так. I will raise you as a precious pupil of mine, a companion to all of my future artwork, so please, Yoshihide, follow along with my classes. To reveal the beautiful original form of the human corpus to the world, the skin must be removed and the spine severed. That approach, however, runs the risk of being far too safe with the composition. Кстати, Сириди, если что, можешь сказать баланс звука и баланс игры? Ну, баланс звука в игре и баланс звука, точнее, моего голоса нормально? Идет. After all, art is a culmination of moments and choices and the suffering therein. My sincere apologies. Пока норм. Так и должно быть, то что норм. Yoshihide, will you impart your impression of this piece, how it appears in your eyes? I'd say my tastes lean closer to the appreciation of the negative space, not this kind of butcher shop job. Butcher shop, Yoshihide? I was simply hoping to replicate the striking visual imaginary of Fauvism. Do you have any idea who I am? Your squealing's getting real grating. I prefer my canvases quiet. Ah, you are finally enlightened enough to engage with me in a discourse of tastes. I'm so happy, Yoshihide. Perhaps you will evolve beyond simply learning the art movements created by the other maestros of the ring and found an art movement of your own someday. Спасибо. How I miss those days. While we certainly had conflicting subjectivities when it came to our tastes, I helped to form the structure and the intellectual framework through which Yoshihide's unique aesthetic sense and her exceptional eye for artistic beauty could thrive. Alisa! Hurts so much! I'm not fond of people like her who let their emotions get the better of them. Most of them have fragile, thin bones that break far too easily. This true strength comes in the form of agility and the patience to find an opening. The body does not lie, after all. Refer to my mannequins for more elaboration of that subject, but I have already expounded enough upon the core of the matter. I like how a half of his face is hidden. It's about whether all of their senses are alive. Precisely. I suppose you have had the opportunity to enjoy a similar piece of artwork elsewhere? I admit this approach is rather archetypal. Apologies everyone, let me continue. 4 minutes incoming, prepare for battle. Damn it! Sinclair, listen, let's just focus on the mission, okay? Don't look down, don't look away, look ahead. What? I know exactly what you're reliving. I was right there with you, in that village where that horrible carol was playing. Or if it was. But that's behind us now. It's over, what's done is done, there is no undoing it like the... Wait, Dante, rewinding the clock. Maestro, may I share some of the remaining ingredients with Fascia? She'll be happy. You may, Albina. It's time to leave that burning village, Sinclair. Let's leave that painful memory in the past. The past. What sparked your wrath? Please do tell. What caused you to run headlong into this premature death? Why? If you were just after the golden bow, why did you have to kill them? Ah, camaraderie. Even your motivation is ugly. To ask why the House of Spiders hunts is akin to asking someone why they exist. I do not get angry. Anger makes things grab and monotonous. So I will now proceed to elevate you into artistic completion. What a meaningful piece of art, truly. Pardon? But if I were to add a few words of advice, I think your work is rather uninspired. Oh. Hockenheim, what are you? Right, I'll use the apple on Faust and get her back on her feet. If I can find an opening, the manager has to be occupied with something else. Though I may not look the part, I like to think that I have seen far beyond my share of corpses. It's nothing to be proud of, but I spent years at a company full of these abnormalities, many of which employed methods of killing my fellow staff that showed far greater artistic merit and depth than anything you have prepared here. Hockenheim is also playing like this type of a sick fuck. Let me think. Ah, of course. There was this employee who took on the role of the protagonist, staging quite a poignant play. Their role was to slit the throat of the captain they respected most, parade their lifeless torso around for 2 hours and confess their sins to whomever they came across. I watched the play from beginning to end, comforted only by the fact that I was never really that close with that individual, because only a play had begun, the audience had to watch it to its certain call. You have my attention. Is there something you would like to impart about this artwork I am working on? A few things. One, you're not making full use of your medium. What you show me now is no different from one of those cursory autopsy reports I can find lying around in my office. Your work can be boiled down to simply cutting open a corpus and rearranging its organs in neat order. I do recall, quite vaguely, some abnormalities with neither originality nor creativity, much like this piece you're working on. And you've drained too much blood. Far more than what is necessary. That limits the spectrum of color in your piece. On a more positive note, the element I found most compelling upon closer inspection was the contrasting duet of veins and arteries. Gotenheim. Yes, exactly. It is the kind of expression achievable only through a refined understanding of the human anatomy and its workings. Oh, so you noticed it after all. The detail alone demanding more than 3 days of devoted labor, yet it failed to resonate with any audience, even with Albina. Every artist craves the understanding of others. Art for art's sake is without meaning. Yes, that is what I was here for, to create a revolutionary artwork, something to move people and to observe them. But the others were still too attached to their hollow ambitions and ties to the secular world that they did not even pretend to understand my creations. I have harsh words, especially for Valentina, for away pickling her body in alcohol, stumbling into my space and almost destroying my work. As for Ian, he is merely a self-inflicted imitation, no more than a simulacrum that mimics, at the behest of the prescript, the fate of a certain fixer in the library. That's why Rian is called like Rolex, Poland, Lowland. But Roland is actually Lowland, according to Hod. Yeah. Rian is just like Roland from, I don't know, AliExpress. I suppose I've gotten ahead of myself in all this excitement. Please do excuse my papa. Returning to the subject at hand, if you were to work on this piece, how would you add the missing artistic element? The fasciculus of humans, when desiccated in an oxygen-deprived environment for days, begin to emanate a faint glow. Perhaps you could use that as a half-decent decoration. Another thing, don't wrap yourself in a box thinking that macabre violence and the exhibition thereof is to art. Make your art tell a story that is unique to you. Roland from Timo, that's right. An example. While the rest of my body is unremarkable, I'm the individual with the most remarkably genius brain in this company. How about this? Split open my skull to reveal the brain underneath, and let that be your finishing touch. I hear that knowledge and the number of faults in one brains have a decent correlation. This would be a good opportunity for me to observe that. As you must be aware, compared to other organs, the brain is highly complex and difficult to work with. I assure you it will be a good challenge. Yes, I agree. The harder the material to work with, the more the more exciting it becomes when I finally tamed it as my own. Now come closer and speak your name to me. Hohenheim. I have never been so ashamed of my own name. Stop, Mr. Hohenheim! What are you even trying to do? We're all too hurt to do anything. Faust, Ishmael and me. Well, my best, I suppose. What? I am well aware. My gear and weapon are utterly inadequate to defeat a man of such strength. But what matters is that I am determined to never regret anything, ever again. Besides, there are moments when gambling may yield a rather fascinating outcome. Remember at the checkup? My placement in your scale of power was... I am not strong enough. I can't turn the situation around. Stop thinking in numbers, forget those rankings. One may come to mistake numbers as the ultimate truth of the world, as something that interweaves both rationality and analysis. However, the numbers themselves are but conduits by which we may physically realize and translate the abstract into the present reality. Yeah, exactly. We saw the last stream the potential of Gregor. Never ask a woman her age. Never ask a man how much he earns, and never ask Gregor about his potential. The present. It's time, dear Hohenheim. Thank you for understanding me. I will preserve and cherish you until the day I am gone. Yes, and while this may be an unnecessary concern, I would prefer if you could avoid wearing something like that wide-brimmed hat of yours. Ah, this hat? A long time ago, I wished to delve into the depths of the physical manifestation of my mind. Then I realized that my skills were yet too immature to attempt such a thing, and bound it together once again. Ah, so the hat is kind of a helmet or a brace. The wound never fully closed. And here I thought it was some horribly ill-conceived fashion choice. What significance does it bear in your present circumstance? Well, I was hoping that I should be able to inflict some degree of damage with my surprise attack. Was that a bonk? Was that a bonk from diffraction hammer? This hammer, the diffraction hammer. You've got hidden potential, man, keep it hidden. How is it? I don't suppose you saw that coming. It's an ego called diffraction, extracted from a particularly tricky abnormality. Look at his face, I love it. I'm curious if you even learned the lesson that there's always more to reality than what meets the eye, or that the really important things are invisible to the eye. Show his face! Maestro? My amygdala is shaking. The corpus amygdaloideum is connected to the brainstem, which is involved in the brain's emotion centers. When Yoshihide shattered that sword of mine so long ago, I believe I felt an emotion similar to this. This is our opening. Faust and I are both almost healed. We can give him any time to... I can let you do that. Now before we become friends. Ismael Faust! Oh, you're the one who suddenly collapsed in the research facility, aren't you? Well, Raph may indeed force your body to function beyond this breaking point, even that has its limits. 83% of your body has been heavily damaged. At that level, even properly wielding your weapon becomes a challenge. The corpus works in immaculate ways indeed. Every cause and effect is crystal clear. Dante, if you're watching, do something, please, do something. I can't rely on others to solve my problems forever. Don't leave. The others are gone. You're the only one left here to be friends with me and Fascia. Get off me. There are faster ways indeed, but I would prefer to choke the air out of him, because asphyxiation is the most appropriate approach to ensure that the subject suffers for as long as possible without leaving any damage to the corpus. That's the Maestro's special brand of mercy. He's demonstrated his act of creation before all of us. Now let us both become audience to this rare opportunity. Keep your eyes peeled to the end. Yo! In the future, I want to be a maestro who has surpassed even my maestro. What are your dreams? The future. Another one hidden potential. Another one hidden potential. Remember about the 3 marks from the 3rd canto of Sinclair? Yep, that was I was talking about. Suffusing within me is a scent, a stench. I beg your pardon? My gallery boasts a perfect balance of temperature and humidity for the preservation of artworks. They are isolated from external contaminants at all times. The stench that sticks, the stench of rot. I see. What's next? The smoke was blue. What the fuck, Sinclair? My boy. The sword, though. We have two potential men with potential being hidden. Got the answer from knowledge. Okay. Chicken boy is angry. I suggest to read the tag on Sinclair. Sign future. Abraxas chariot. I wonder what does it mean. Downward swing. Albert combo. Obey the smoke. Unclashable. Thank you very much for your suggestion, Batir. Если что, ты можешь на русском писать, если что. Let me check your actual name. I'll go to the channel. Собственно, так это есть твое имя. Добро пожаловать на мой канал. Лор пассив, как всегда. Окей. Range Specialized Spear Combat. Conditions unmet. По пассивкам. Он участник второй дымной войны. То есть мы что-то прям о нем не знаем. Его philosophy damage to mechanical amalgam and distortion. Shin! Wait, what do you mean Shin? A certain... What? A certain Sinclair. Second Smoke War? And two hidden... Man. On text you can expand it and one sentence will probably interest it. The Second Smoke War was a conflict between humans and humans who no longer looked the part. Shin. A certain Sinclair. It was his shin. The music is fucking mid, dude. The music is fucking butchery. This unit does not take sanity point damage due to external effect and cannot be immobilized. If any becomes immobilized due to external effects before turn end, use Abate Smoke. The smoke of the Second War was no different in nature from that of the first. It invaded the mind and clouded the judgment of the victim. Survival was reserved only for those who learned to accept the smoke as part of their daily lives. Special Airborne Operations Force, Abraxas Chariot. Guerrilla warfare played an important role during the Second Smoke War, the most feared amongst the Undertakers. Of these ambushes were none other than the airborne forces that descended directly upon the combat zone and turned the tide of the battle unexpectedly. The airborne soldiers would appear out of nowhere by utilizing technologies such as singularities of the wings. They would carry out their mission immediately. and once their objectives were accomplished, they would disappear without trace. The Abraxas Chariot was one of the groups that inspired the most dread the war alongside those airborne forces with such as Descendants of the 101 Doors and the Dimension Roamers. Halberd and Bastard Sword. Wielding a nameless halberd and a bastard sword, the young man, clad a dull green coat, would ravage through the enemy lines before vanishing without a trace once he was done. Some call him the Green Damnation, while others call him the Green Deliverance. This little motherfucker is a motherfucking green color fixer. Green Damnation, Green Deliverance. I will choke this little bastard with my own hands. Why he didn't unleash the... Okay, maybe he couldn't. Maybe he was hiding. Manifestation of the future. Gain more ego resources while using their skills. He has a lot of buffs. A lot of passive buffs. Heal 6... Save... Counter Fate Lost. Ah, okay. He will not die, I think. Okay, I think we should concentrate on the Albina. What do you think? Oh, it's hopeless? He is fully charged once again. I dislike it. My sincere apologies. You know what? I can also redirect him, right? Okay, hit him, right? We just hit him here. Как в анекдоте... Так. В анекдоте путешественник, который во время войны, который пропал в 20-е, спросили, как прошла Вторая мировая. What do you mean, not him, her? Should attack her because she's the opponent while Sinclair dealing with the strongest one. No. I mean, I have the prescript, index prescript Faust, so I know that I should attack Albina, but I attacked with one attack. I attacked Callisto with one attack because the prescript said that. Oh, thank you. Huh? Now we are focusing our... Yeah, she is the target of the prescript. As the prescript says. Never mind. I'll save that one for another one blue. Ixo. Huh? Also, we make an opening. Declare, I'll leave the rest to you. What the fuck is happening? I don't think that I play an actual Limbus company anymore. I think I played just something like, I don't know. For some reason, with such powerful allies, I do not feel difficulty at all yet. Prescript knows the best. Yeah, Prescript knows the best. That's right, CVD. Okay, new Prescript. Hit target. Okay. You know what? Okay. What the fuck is green coins? Did they just add a new... Did they miss something? Green coin jump scare? Did they miss something? So unbreakable coins are breakable now, you wanna say? They added in this part. So we can expect enemies with green coins, right? Third skill. Поморгал немного. Ладно. Погоди, мне сказали атаковать эго. А если я хочу подхилиться? Okay, I'm looking. I am concentrated now. Dude, please do not die. Monster. Okay, what's now? Smoke War Sinclair. Fascia? Why would you? If you didn't want to be friends with me, you could just kill me. Why would you kill Fascia? Ah. I was getting to that part. Two rings of Shin. Wait, cutscene. Okay. Wait. Remind me. Monk is the power which counts in rings. I use monk, yeah, 2-ring monk. Oh, it seems that my perspective was severely lacking. Please forgive my disrespectfulness. It is forgiven. The air here is clean. I haven't breathed like this in so long. Sublimate her into a masterpiece. Ikuzo. Attack the move that's unclashable. What? This is what exactly I did. I hope my chicken boy will not die here. Yep, 3 attacks from Faust. 3 first skills. To the path of my choosing. Okay. Okay. Captain of Pequod. Ikuzo. Green coin! Green coin! Now I see the green coin! Blaster sleep. Unrestrainable. The emptiness of the soul, the emptiness of the mind. And now 3 first skills. And in the result 4 attacks by Faust. Neat combo. And the fuck tone of sinking. In the result, not the fuck tone, but still. This bastard heals the sanity points. Unfortunately. Yep. The green coin. The green coin has been spotted. Okay, Sinclair is alive. Wait! No. I forgot to read the rest of it. There were some passives. Ooh, please, Callisto, don't die yet. He will die. I forgot to read the passives. We're getting carried very hard. Your eyes have been witness to such a vast spectrum of slaughter. I implore you, please tell me, how does my gallery appear? Reflecting those eyes. It's trashy. Like some things of my life has led me to see as of late. The things you've witnessed allow me to see too. It'd be meaningless to try to explain them with words. Ah, and that is enough. So it is. Okay, he's finishing him with his bastard sword. And I forgot to read other of his passives. He just Street Fighter Akumat his ass. He's gonna do same as Sichun. It's like you're asking, why didn't you tell us you had this power all along? But you must know, Mr. Hohenheim, that is never that convenient. If we really want to get into it, I should be the one who's the most surprised. I didn't know about the sudden pull of this power, and wasn't expecting it to summon me here either. I wonder what Sinclair will say about Gregor, and Gregor will say about Sinclair. Though. My voice sounds rather hoarse on account of the rather cruel choking from earlier. Despite being pushed to the point where I was about to lose both of my subordinates, I still found myself glowing at life when death came knocking at my door. How ridiculously pathetic. Don't worry. One way or another, she will overcome this ordeal and go on living. She is a lot stronger than you or any of us, I think. That's so? That's good to hear. How many years have you traveled back? That's not a question I can answer. I'm sorry to say that it does not appear to me that you've come from a very optimistic future. PTSD Gregor will be, yeah. Because he was the one who he was on the side which lost the smoke war. From where I'm standing, there isn't much to be optimistic about the past either. Back then, never in my wildest imagination did I think we'd ever have to coin the term the First Smoke War. Oh! Is he from the future? Is the second Smoke War will happen? Oh. What? What is happening? Do you see him too, Faust? Or I am seeing this from losing too much blood? I see him too. The sign has summoned you. The sign merely behaved as a medium. I was the one who summoned me. The awakening and the summoning occurred simultaneously. Then, is that... Ah, no. Not every sign has this power. This is the power of my sign. So you're from the future, not a mere world? What happened to the original Sinclair? There's no such thing as the original. This is unlike the mirror worlds. It is more akin to a different branch of the same tree. Wait, hold on. Is it inevitable? The future you're from? I don't know, maybe. But it's not all misery. Life goes on after all. Do we really have no choice but to face the future? I mean, it's in your motto. Wait, was it the motto of Lobotomy Corporation? Never mind. Да, наконец-то дошло. Я что-то долго тупил. Дымная война. В смысле вторая дымная? Только сейчас догнал, но... I don't know whether the life I'd lived prior to my summoning will be in your path or whether you'll be able to avoid it. But it will not be impossible. No. It will be a difficult path, still, almost unbearably so. Now I find myself thinking that maybe the journey I've walked my entire life and everything I've gone through as I trudged across the fields of battle was merely an offshoot, even of an offshoot world, designed to end here and now, to severe this very moment and nothing more. All has been cast into the realm of speculation now. Correct, but if I can be strange to myself, then I best accept that fate. I wish certain others were here too, so I could see everyone I'd be longing to see just one more time. Every now and then, I find myself thinking back to the days I spent aboard that bus. Those memories might be the only things that keep me going in these days to come. I should leave now, before the longing gets worse. I might be returned to where I came from, but perhaps this is simply the end of the road for me. Like death. Neither you nor I will know whether this is how I die. Still, even if this is where I end, even if my entire existence boils down to serving this moment and nothing more, I'm glad I got to spend my last moments with you guys instead of being surrounded by dying comrades. And that's good enough for me. Yes, I found out a bit later than usual. Oh, and Miss Faust. Don't give everything all at once. That's the only advice I have for you. I don't suppose the promise of a reunion will mean anything. Even if my sign were to burn again, there is no telling whether it will be me again next time, because there's no guarantee. Well, I don't think you've changed much, at least from what I can see. Ah, though it seems you've grown a bit taller. Oh, I have. Thank you. It couldn't have been easy.
지령은 수행되었습니다. 한치의 고민도 필요가 없을
Okay.
명확한 지령이었기에
What
수행 또한
the fuck
간단했죠.
was that?
비록 저희에게 대항하는 자들은 많았지만
If I will restart this
그런 것은 의미가 없었습니다.
stage, will I be able to read all the passives? How about we will find out. If I will exit, it will return my enkephalin anyway. Nope. Okay, never mind. Wait, close defeat. Okay.
저는 이것이
Okay, let me check the wiki then.
실패한 것은 저 자신일 뿐. 저의 실패 또한 지령이 계획한 것일 겁니다. 곧 저를 대체할 수행자나 대행자가
What his passives will say.
실패한 저는 도시에서 사라질 뿐입니다. 이 모든 결과 또한 지령이 가리키는 방향이었겠죠.
Assist unit. Lend my ear to the inner self, hold onto the representation of its voice. Sign, manifestation of the future. When clashing against higher level. Huh? The Umbra Unsealed. So, is his... Oh. Dismantle prosthesis. Never mind, there is nothing. There is no information. I wonder if we will be able to witness such awakenings next. Family. Before we will continue, allow me to refill my glass of a mug with water. I'll be back in 1 minute. I'm back. You know, I just realized. The current world also had like 2 world wars. Are we in the middle like of the... I don't know. Like 1930s, but not 1930s-ish. Okay, nah, I'm thinking too much, never mind. Okay. Who will awaken? Wait. Are we taking off the shoes once again? Are we going to take off the shoes? Are we going to take off the shoes, Sancho?
책임은 모두 내가 진다. 제 차례인가요? 몸 좀 풀어볼까요?
I'm mostly sure that Sancho will appear once again. I just realized. The power of the future? Ah, this is just the second round. Nah, this is the bumper banger. This is favored. Motherfucker, I double dare you to fail this. Okay, Kuzo.
운이 따라준다면 좋겠네요.
The Zaza, which disrupted my circadian rhythm. The magnificent Zaza. Can you please clash this with dominating? Why the fuck you... Oh. And I spent... never mind. Kekaru. Somehow he clashed. But Don Quixote didn't.
재밌네요.
여시계 검도 붉게 달아올랐네.
Take off your fucking shoes. For fuck's sake. Okay, let's try this at least. Hello? Okay, my stream going stably well.
피어나라.
Hikaru. Okay. Okay, that was funny. That was one hell of a funny. Okay, how about this? Kekaru. Wait, let's leave it like this for now.
운이 따라준다면 좋겠네요.
Okay. We're getting carried too much. Oh, come on. You little shit, stop.
이번에도 팀장님을 믿을게요.
피어나라.
Okay. For some reason he didn't use his passive completely. Okay, we read this. Read this. Anything new? Mind? Never mind. Exceeding my beloved. You know you can clash and still evade the moves. If you use evade on the same move, then clash. After he... Then after that he will dodge. After that. I mean, yeah, I remember. Just like that.
피워보지.
Not like that? What do you mean? I should use it on the same skill, you mean? Maybe, I do not remember how I fought with the same like with almost the same wait. We'll get her ass kicked. Never mind. I fought my Night of Despair on Walpurgisnacht somehow. Like I was using like Sola Ishmael from Molar Office. Oh, okay, never mind. He didn't evade this.
그 다음엔 뭐 할지 알지?
A mind? Yeah. Wait.
운이 따라준다면 좋겠네요.
이걸 또 직관하네.
What do you mean you just beat the shit out of all the amples of my Hanlo?
운이 따라준다면 좋겠네요.
Sank? Retweeted. Okay, should I ignore this? Wait. Yeah. Yeah, that's right.
네 상대는 나야. 공격이 적중할수록 저들의 피부에 새긴 자문이
Levitate. Been a while since I had to unbox the whole thing.
운이 따라준다면 좋겠네요.
Because he doesn't have counters. You can beat him now. Yeah, I see.
얘기였다는 것인가? 저것이 거울의 실체.
재밌나요?
아쉽게서 숨을 못 쉬는군.
Hanlo is somehow
일격이 햇빛에
alive with a shit ton of a bleed.
어머해 주시게.
Okay. He doesn't have any counter. Wait a second. Okay, let's try this one.
운이 따라준다면 좋겠네요.
에즈라, 베스파, LCB 이론들을 보조하면서 나를 지키도록 알겠습니다.
꿰뚫려라.
He's not dying for some reason.
뜨거울 거다. 좀 많이.
Why he's immortal?
내 일생은 모든 잔인한 과거들이 소용돌이친다.
Why he doesn't fucking die? Why he refuses to die? And I fucking lost. Saw him like 3 turns? And my Ezra died.
여직 운이 좋았던 것뿐이지. 그저 지금껏 우리가 판 땅이 비옥했던 것뿐.
라만 사람들을 뒤엎는다.
You need to stone and make sure that key core capsules won't be wasted. So I have to avoid him somehow. I have to evade him somehow, right?
여식의 검도 붉게 달아올랐네.
Let me try another. По сути, просто давай вес, потанчить все его скиллы. Ну, это да, это факт. Мне надо тогда выбрать идентички, которые не фигачат ауешкой.
어버이와 달리 우리는 약하니까. 비록 지금은 이렇게 되돌아가지만 더 많은 피가 흐른 뒤에는
Как насчет тебя, братан? Ты пьешь ауешкой? Вроде нет.
이거 참 설레는구려.
Просто игнорь Матиаса, пока не нахлобучишь керри. У него бейспауэр на скиллах слишком большой, чтобы доджить. Окей. А вот это мне как задоджить? Who will protect from this? I do not understand. Не нужно с Матисом ничего делать? Ладно, хорошо, допустим.
점 찍었네.
А погоди, хотите сказать то, что Эзра переагривает на себя? Окей. Все, понял.
합격장. 재밌네요. 잠시 뒤로 물러나시겠습니다.
А, все, понял.
저들은 더욱 몰아칠 걸세.
Assist Defense, это понятно. Вот как мне его затребовать? Ладно, как бы то ни было, пока что у меня все в порядке.
운이 따라준다면 좋겠네요.
고열감을 조심해야겠어.
재밌네요.
Окей, окей. Окей, окей, окей. Позади респы реально главный герой. Ага, но.
감각을 곤두세우시게. 예측할 수 없게.
Хотели игру по Distortion Detective получить, а? Угу.
이번에도 팀장님을 믿을게요.
Кстати, следующая идентичка, на мой взгляд, на рожку должна быть как раз таки Гихуистар Шомиору. И Ханлуй хорош. Задоджил все.
저들이 작살을 당해 주춤한 틈을 타. 지금 리시 다음엔 뭐 할지 알지?
Вот как мне сейчас заюзать Assist Defense? Вот на вот это вот. Сам срабатывает? Понятно. Шестиугольный Defender. Окей. Fine.
예측할 수 없게.
역시 딸내미 최고구만.
아빠 멋있는 거 한다. 그냥 5배.
잠시 뒤로 물러나시겠습니까?
Could you step back for the moment? Thank you very much,
저들이
Vespa.
작살에 당해 주춤한 틈을 타. 지금
Я считаю, новой Рошу будет спойлер. Все понял. Lock the fuck in. Что я могу сказать? One-sided guard moment.
점 찍었네.
И хилимся, живем.
횟수. 이리 와라.
А смысл он меня атакует?
아프잖아. 자색의 피. 저들은 더욱 몰아칠 걸세.
А смысл он меня все равно атакует? Фига на нее статусов. До сезонной Рёши еще пару месяцев, наверное. Интересно, почему он меня сейчас атаковал, урод.
점 찍었네.
Надо всех учеников получить, может, даже их учителя, а потом уже, да.
경각이 달아있네. 방심하면 몰아친다.
펼칠 필요도 없겠군.
Окей, ну, по крайней мере, он нас сейчас не атакует. То пока терпим.
점 찍었네.
Выбрал защитными скалами его атаки. Я не выбирал его атаки. Я все пустил в каунтер, просто их не перенаправили на Assist Defense. Я направлял их на его каунтер. Просто Assist Defense не сработал.
자식의 피. 저들은 더욱 몰아칠 것이다.
필요도 없겠군.
Так, ну сейчас мы можем его атаковать, если что. Ага.
운이 따라준다면 좋겠네요.
6 ампул, ты в шоколаде.
됐어.
Вау.
여행 완료.
Я даже немножко подсаппортил. Синкингом. Он поэтому сейчас флэш проиграл.
인기가 얘기였다는 것인가? 저것이 거울의 시간.
재밌네요.
Угу.
합격장.
Так, сейчас надо будет затерпеть, да?
저 일격의 해법일지니 어머해 주시게.
Так. I need to suffer through 3 turns from now. Ну да. Так, у него каунтера здесь нету. Я же все правильно делаю. У меня сейчас будет минус 1 ампула из-за того, что он атакует Ханлуя. Так? Останется еще 5 ампул. Этим он атакует Эспу. Этим он атакует Эзру.
예측할 수 없게.
You forgot dodge? Dodge will not work. Wait.
재밌네요. 재밌네요.
И ладно, минус одна ампула. О! Так, я не выбираю его атакующие скиллы.
점 찍었네.
5% my beloved. Плюсую.
모든 잔인한 과거들이
Land of Illusion?
지옥의 불
This cascade will wash away even the fires of hell.
결국 사그러지기 마련이죠.
A little bit of a sinking will help. Так, сейчас мы можем атаковать его? Вроде бы да, вполне. Самое главное, чтобы у меня никто от блида не поплавился в команде.
점 찍었네. 그렇지.
Он использует манг. All of that malice full to the brim. Crimson Point. Team leader! Missed.
최대한 시선.
I tried to distract him as much as I could manage, but he seems to have dodged this instinctively. Perhaps I should have tried a more predictive shot. Are your impulses in check? I may need some time, but it's nothing to worry about. The apprentice signal has been lost in an instant. You must brace for a strike from a blind point. Can you locate her, Vespa? Her presence disappeared in the instant she put on whatever it is she's wearing now. It could be the veil or a workshop-made gear built on a similar technology. Using environmental obstacles to hold enemies down. Sure look badass. Huh? V above the distinguished color. Look above the. Got it, Papa now. Good girl. Ha, even a color fixer can't outmaneuver a really. Huh? Papa? Remember, kiddo? This is family. A little sacrifice ain't a thing if it's for one of us. What senseless villainy is this? To put one's child to the sword to defeat a foe? How does, though, a finger of loyalty commit such a cowardly act of duplicity? Loyalty, huh? I doubt the middle really give two hoots about loyalty. All they actually care about is grandstanding. Nothing else matters to them if they can project the image of loyalty in and of itself, an implicit threat of what might befall those who stand in their way. Much like the rows upon rows of toy packaging displayed here. What do you think you're doing, my man? That's a white colorway in your hand. Pretty sure I remember my little girl asking for a black one. I'm really sorry, sir, please. I'm sorry, forgive me. Quite overreacting, man. I just popped one of your apparently colorblind eyeballs, no biggie. Stop it. I like that color too, so stop it. Oh, you like white too? Oh boy, is my little girl finally acquiring her papa's tastes? I still need to pay him back for bringing you the wrong color. Перекурила, да. It will be rush hour soon. What's the point of coming out on a drive if we're just gonna end up sitting in traffic? I'm leaving, let's go, Dad.
아무튼 고맙.
Still, I suppose I should thank you. You're really doing one hell of a job summoning those horrible memories back to me. I've got one more crimson point in me. What do we do about the kid? The Department of LCC has requested that she be captured alive. They have many queries for which she may hold answers to.
치료약을 사용.
I'll use a healing medicine on her. Papa, why would you... Why me?
몸이 반토막.
Thou shan't be able to move with thy body cloven in half.
그러니 누워서 보고 있게나.
So lie still and bear witness, or they shall demonstrate before thee the true meaning of badass. Crimson Point. Ah! I will cut him down. Пончик. Бублик. Бублик с верхним срезом.
이제 다음 시련만 넘어서면 본인 또한
Suddenly one day. Okay, let me
그렇게 된다면
revisit one certain place. 1 minute. I'll be right back.
외로울 일도 없을 테지.
Suddenly one day, the potential man. Huh? 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 We can use only Heathcliff and Rodion? Huh? Huh? Will he attack us? Huh? Ребята, что тут лучше, блит или синкинг? What's better here, bleed or sinking? I did that inflicts bleed or sinking. Better. I don't know. I can go this, I can go this. Better sinking. I mean... Alrighty then.
양호. 아마도.
I know about insects like you better than anyone. Poor little pests that gave up their human limbs for something infinitely more revolting. G-Corp's pride and joy, their pest weaponry. They had 3 standout successes, from what I recall. Okay, Greg, activate your shin, your cockroach shin, second smoke war. Come on. The Maggot Prince, the Moth Princess, and the Lord of Flies. Huh? Those 3 really put on a stomach-churning show in the front lines of the Smoke War. I've got him to thank for toughening up my resilience against gross shit. But there was this rumor then, almost as unbelievable as an urban legend. The G-Corp had one more, yet to be seen, 4th weapon, which is him. That one supposedly got stuck mid-hatch and failed to break out of its husk. One look at it, that hairy, chitinous arm tells me everything I need to know. Well, no one's ever known what that entity looked like, probably because no one survived the encounter to tell the tale. Well, it would have been a different story had it met me. Look at her eyes though. But everyone has an idea of what insect that might be. Cucaracha, obviously. There's the maggot, the moth, and the fly. The one conspicuously missing vermin from that list, isn't there? Looks like I found the poor cockroach that never managed to hatch himself. Right. You said you were a veteran of the Smoke War too. Oh yeah, good old Smoke War and its many, many unforgettable memories. Though I'm sure losers like you wouldn't agree. What the hell is this background though? I'm not gonna spoil it, just gonna guide. Yeah. But dear, I assume you understand Russian language but cannot speak it, which I understand, so I sometimes will switch on the English language. Like, I usually do that, so yeah. So if you understand English language like more, I can like proceed in the English language. The smoke, the vicious organic fluids, the mist that tainted every breath of air. That day, I proudly wielded the bayoneted rifle bestowed upon me by La Familia Bonatelli. You know the sound your vermin make? That loud buzz of your bug wings? That noise was like a sound cue that let me know where to aim bullet in the chamber. Whenever I'd hear that noise, I'd aim here, stab the vermin right in its heart, then bang! Oh, here's another war story of mine. It's about this little guy who managed to dodge last minute to the side. The shot missed its heart, but was still a hit. Yes, even bugs have survival instincts. Anyway, the vermin fell to the ground from the shock and curled up into a ball, all frozen up. A sight more pathetic than roadkill. Wanna hear what I did to it next? I wanted to have some fun, took my sweet time and broke its legs one by one with the butt of my rifle. 4 limbs would have ended the fun too quickly. Oh yes, luckily this one had 6. 1 leg goes and it fights back, screaming. 2 legs goes and it starts to crawl away from me. on its belly with remaining legs. Leg 3 goes and it starts bawling, drooling, snotting. What have you streaming down its face, doing something that looked like bleeding, I think. And hey, oh boy, you'll want to hear this part. Leg 5 goes and just goes limp like it's dead. It doesn't even try to run, it just goes still and waits. And that's my favorite moment, really, the state of complete capitulation, having discarded even its will to live, letting me do whatever I want to its body. But you can possibly have the cheek to call me cruel. Ugicore pests, you are far more messed up than I ever was. Ripping people apart, cannibalizing them, you were nothing but a swarm of fucked up monsters. What was that? I can't hear what you're saying, insect. Stay away. There it is. The eyes are rolling back. You're almost at leg 5 too, aren't you? Away from me. Oh. Hearken to our darkling wind bits as we make our nests in the shadows. What the fuck? Alt G Corp. a.k.a. Was ist das? The royal march, unchanging and eternal, even as they are loathed. And suddenly, one day, we shall appear from the comfort of your beds while you slumber in the warmth. Oh, the potential of this man. And the collective clamor for life shall commence screaming thrashing until all becomes void, devoured, lashed piece by piece by our mandibles. March. March, consume, procreate, consume, erase, regenerate, march. Oh, motherfucker, it's real! The worst one out of the 4. You had to hatch now all times? Where the heck are you? Oh, hang on, look over there. Are we fighting that Valentina? But I hear someone, but I ain't seen any movements. Wait, Stubbles, are you alright? Someone? It's not just someone, Heath. The sound. Huh? You hear that too, don't you? The skeleton of countless legs swarming across the floor. Gregor? Distorted, it seems like. And we need to suppress Gregor. Is that really correct? Greg, what do we do? I just need to know one thing, guide. You tell us to beat the shit out of him till he comes to his senses and we'll do it. We did it with the lass who needs to take better care of her shoes. With that noTHICCfication researcher bloke, and even when I... But is that even something we can come back from? Not sure. That is no power, it's neither a distortion nor an ego, or anything remotely similar. Then? What is that supposed to be? Something that was to be but never was, something that has incubated within Senior 13. And that has given dreams to things that never should be allowed to dream. And they have now begun to beat their wings towards total annihilation. Wait, Greg's eye. I just met his eye. Guy, they're just a mold. Or a papa doing through a metamorphosis. Metamorphosis, but of course. We just have to peel it off him. Then he'll be back, right? I hope so. Sort of with that, I hope so, mate. We'll just try it till it works. Yeah, that's what we're gonna do. So we're now fighting a.k.a. Okay, we have 3 skills. Oh, I'm sorry. Okay, for now, I'm shutting the fuck myself up. I'm locked in.
잊지 마라. 내가 정확하게
직접 밝혀준다. 주라니야, 죽도록 달릴 시간이다. 목을 내놓고 있도록. 계속해봐라. 이 폭풍이 잦아들 때까지.
지키기 위해서
이 눈으로 새기듯 갓재질은
Okay, so what do we have here?
갈까?
We broke his shield. We spent one ample. Okay. Okay. Нужно побыть немного ровненько для Верка в этой битве. Ага.
날카롭고 정확하게.
Ну, то есть надо подсобить синкингом, да? У меня вроде закараудилось.
수 없다면 직접 후회를 새기고.
I suggest to change Virgilius attacks on green moves because it will be overkill for all team. Окей. He's attacking our...
목을 내놓고 있도록.
She's attacking Kid Cleave, unfortunately. Нужно не давать Вергу клэшить Бринка было зелеными монетами. А то есть зеленые монетки перенаправлять на себя, окей. Я вроде одну зеленую монетку перенаправил. А? О! То есть я сейчас правильно сделал, да? Окей.
그분의 적으신 모든 것을 지켜볼 테니.
마침내
Раскараудилась.
하는 것에도 끝이 보이나.
It's coming to close.
목을 내놓고 있도록.
You can look coin for... Yeah. I redirect this. Okay, we're redirecting this to us. Yes. Okay. Can he tank this or shall we tank it? I redirected green coins on myself. Yes, Virgilius can tank it. Okay, nice. Then I just... Can I actually... Never mind.
내놓고 있도록.
Because he has so much HP than Sinners. Okay. So my current mission is just current objection survive, right? Berk will do everything for us. Just like he just need to beat the shit out of this guy. Can you stop? Somehow we won this clash. And Rodya corroded again. Unfortunately. Did Rodya just die? It is GG for us. Okay. Thinking because it's way best way to be low sanity point. Это не финальная форма? Kill me. He's panicking though. Is she gonna strike twice?
목을 내놓고 있도록.
I hope we will end the Roach Emperor before. I wonder why Matarakan is not like this.
심지어 밝혀주마.
If you know, you know. Oh, she is going to strike 3 times. We accidentally killed our Heathcliff.
이곳의 죽음의 시선을 두기보단 4번 수감자에게 더 신경 쓰는 편이 좋을 겁니다.
Am I cooked, chat? Fucking hell. 38 damage of lethal. I was this close. Man. Походу я закосматил где-то в начале. И это на мне очень сильно отразилось.
매달고 불태우거라. 끝끝내
이 гуси.
하나 남지 않도록.
И Баба Яга.
아플 필요도 없어서.
What do you mean he healed?
깨우지 마. 그대로 잠들래.
I mean 43 lunacy. When he won the clash, he will heal. Fucking hell, dude. Блин, надо было это учесть. Если я нажму Continue Battle, у меня все перезарядятся? Мне... Extra Conditions. Давайте по новой. Это unlock.
난 그 무엇도 제대로 해내질 못해.
Давай по новой, чё?
결국 아무것도 지켜내지 못할 거야.
와일드 헌트야.
Поехали. Так, зеленку перенаправляю на себя, получается, да? Давай не будем. Так, зеленую втачиваем в себя, если что, да? When Vec use his ego, then yes, you need to redirect green move, but right now, no. I shouldn't use this right now. Okay.
아무것도 남지 마라.
Also, red bar can be decreased when sinners attacking green moves. Okay.
지키기 위해서.
Даже учитывая, что Санити Гага не влияет на исход броска монетики, все равно полезен. Ну да, чтобы снимать этих тараканов. Так, сейчас мне не надо клэшить, потому что у него доминейтинг, и он типа может выиграть этот клэш, так? Паника Крегора очень помогает, да. Вот он сейчас запаникует. Окей. Сейчас надо будет перенаправлять зеленые монетки, да? А. Сейчас он просто заклэшит все.
날카롭고 정확하게. 지키기 위해서. 차라리 아무것도 남지 마라.
Окей, сейчас мы редиректим. А лучше ты поклэшишь, чтобы у меня Родя с ума не сошла. Поехали.
날카롭고 정확하게.
Окей. Его в панику вогнать. Как же ты бесишь, а?
지키기 위해서.
마침내 황제가 다스리는 것에도 끝이 보이나.
날카롭고 정확하게.
То, что я держусь на 44. Ты про это? Это жесть.
날카롭고 정확하게.
В смысле опять синкинг? Это потому что я использовал defense skill на Роде, да? У меня есть еще пока 3 ампулы есть. Он паникует. Что, опять? I mean, hey. I mean, hey.
해봐라. 이 폭풍이 잦아들 때까지. 심지어 발견.
Ты сегодня сдохнешь, нет? А теперь Хитклифф дисторкнулся.
얼어버리면 아플 필요도 없어서. 얼어버리면 아플 필요도 없어서. 얼어버리면 아플 필요도 없어서.
Ты угораешь? Stay frozen for a while, Greg. Come on, Stubbles, snap out of it. And use your monk. Is this the end? Теперь представь, что все эти уровни, все эти ситуации на пенные даты, это как-то все разруливает.
돌아온 거 맞지?
Да. Back to normal, right? It was only possible because he hadn't fully metamorphosed yet. We were fortunate. Not even Stubbles giving us grief. Where the fuck Heathcliff started to call Gregor Stubbles? Whew, at least he shook off those blood insects. Our work is done here, yeah? Seriously, I'm done. Totally tapped out. The whole fight messed up me inside out. How are you doing, work? You sound extra beat? Ah, like you sinners, I cannot be revived and brought back to full strength. This is taking a toll on me too. This troublesome variable must be caused quite a headache for Manager Dante as well. If all goes according to plan, the manager will be summoning you shortly. Be ready and steal your nerves for all the good that will do. There is a long talk awaits. Gregor. Yeah, Clockhead and the other teams should be almost done with their side on things by now.
잘하고 있지 않을까?
They ought to be doing fine, right? I mean, things were pretty peachy for us too. Right up until what happened to Greg. Damn, I spent a shit ton on this fight. Shit ton of time.
예전보다 많이 나아진 것 같다.
83% damage.
그러고 보니까
Dealt.
타워를 내려준 아이가 없어졌지.
Taken.
다시 관리를 맡겨주실까?
946. Waiting. We're 6 part away from the end. What the fuck is this? Oh, shit. Oh, my apologies. And she's freaking dead. Like the whole of her team of Ujat. I'm not quite used to this weapon form yet.
필요한 고통을 많이 준 것 같네.
And he has white gloves. So I may have made your suffer needlessly. Malfunction?
내 탓은 아니야.
That's not my doing. I didn't have any reason to prepare a trap like that.
소의 무기를 잘
You should have taken
배치했어.
better care of your weapons.
중요할
When
때
you
잘
had the
배치하는
time, weapons that fail when they actually matter are no weapons at all. And about LCA Ujat identity for Otis. When Otis decided to check her weapons. Yeah, someone sabotaged Ujat as well.
그 생각할
Don't need
건
to
없어.
overthink it.
내게만 운이
Fortune happened to land on my side.
그렇게 생각하는
That's
게
all there is to it.
그러면
Ah, let's see.
있어야
I suppose all that left is to wait. And that's it. That's the 946. Да-да-да, я читал. И, собственно, вот оно связано с этим. 947. Pity. We're reading now.
이건
It's a thread. Joshua wraps her finger around the sword that pierces through the Pinkinder's father. The blade that unravels into a single thread in her
아이들은
hand.
본능처럼 알아차린다.
Children can sense it, as if by instinct.
이 사람이 자신을
Who loves them, who
좋아하는지,
despises them,
자신을 해치려
who means them
하는지,
harm, who gives them
누구를
care.
하는지.
So, 4 of the nurse fathers are fucking gone. Gone. That one got evaporated by Sinclair, that one by Gregor, that one by Roshu, and that one by LCD.
아비들은
The nurse fathers raised me. Take it. Bleh. Ever pour rice into a bowl of vodka?
방식은 제가
Each in their own distinct way. Darling, which story shall I read you today?
타협은
To you
없었다.
today? Each unchanging and uncompromising. Hey buddy, just say the word. If you've got your eye on something, that will get the whole damn shelf for you.
애정의 크기도 달랐고
Each with a different measure of affection. Now please take this lesson to your heart. Upon the rock of knowledge are beauty and strange build. Your study of aesthetics begin now, Yoshihide So you may one day create a gallery of your own,
보살핌의 정도도 달랐고
each with their own portion of care. Don't you dare smile. I suffer in such misery. It's only fair that you suffer too.
어쨌든
In spite of it all,
나의 아비들
they were my
조그만
parents.
생명체가
Tiny
내
life
손바닥에
jerks in
박할
twists
뿐이다.
in my
나를
hand.
의존하고
Relies on me, it welcomes me. Its eyes follow every movement I make. It cannot survive on its own.
내가 가만히
Without my
봐도
care, its time will come
이건
to a
생을
premature
이어나갔어.
end. That feeling it's called pity. Pity, what's that? Remember that book we read yesterday, the snake swallows the frog, but wails loudly when it feels the frog thrashing its throat. In its throat. Yeah. The snake cries because it feels pity. The snake pities the frog, knowing the pain the prey will suffer as it is devoured. It's grieving because the frog's life will be cut short. Okay. Do my other dads feel that way for me too? No. I don't know if... I don't think many of us are even capable of pity, because this is the house of spiders, darling. Spiders hunt. Hunt. I have to do it too, right? With this sword. Yeah, when the time comes. But it's weird. Why am I not allowed to pull the sword out? It's always sheeted. That's true. You'll know when the time comes. Am I gonna get a magic beeper like yours someday, Dad? The beeper tells you everything, right? You won't be getting one, no. Okay, but I can still feel pity. Only I can. May I please keep Saru? You may, but I don't recommend it. Let something you cherish take the root in your heart, and it will carve out a gaping hole far larger than itself when it's taken away.
그자는
His words were always gentle, yet the subtle tone of detached observation betrayed the presence.
그때는 다른 아비들의
But back then, I
가시밭을
was exhausted from the endless barrage of biting remarks from the other nurse fathers. So I was drawn to his cryptic way of speaking. For me at least, I thought there was a certain warmth in it, a genuine intention to convey something to me. No. No. Do you believe you can back out of this with a simple no? I recall you bragging rather confidently that you had beaten that attitude out of her, Valentina. What happened? Hello, the brat's practically cut from your cloth, you know? What's gotten that nasty beat from you? Come on, guys, the kid's right there, you know? Rian, give me that. You don't know what your way around, Rian? That crazy bitch won't even lift a finger unless you name exactly what you need. Give me Zenon's tortoise spiral. Here you go. Bruv. Know how to unlock it, yes? You'll get the password once you return with the job done. Delay, and Taro will die. Do you understand what it means to die? What it means to cut deep enough to kill? I know precisely how and where to stab to snuff out alive with a single thrust. All thanks to the innumerable hours I've spent practicing on targets, dummies, mannequins, and chunks of flesh. Someone I'm not acquainted with, an orange suit. What dreadful fashion sense. The target was an employee of the sizable bank. I didn't know anything beyond that. Didn't need to know. By then, I came to understand what it means to die. To die is to have it all end. The password now. Did you cut the target down? It's only been 2 hours. The password. How did you get past the fixers who were guarding the target? Cut them all dead. Doesn't matter how. She was staring at me down with a peculiar look in her eyes and her mouth opened with an equally inexplicable expression. Perhaps it was a laugh, or the opposite. I had no way of knowing it. Taro was spared, as promised. But every time she breathed, I could hear her wheeze and struggle for air. And her tail no longer wagged with delight when she saw me. Yoshihide, I have prepared a little something to celebrate your birthday. The name I have bestowed upon this sword is Peacebone Blade Saru. Adorable size to perfectly fit the grip of your palms. Don't you fucking tell me that you made the sword out of fucking dog. One day, Yoshihide, I would like to have a child of my own, a child completed with my flesh and blood. I eagerly await that moment with every passing day. The sensation of the hilt of my palm was the kind of pure love that only he could impart. Wasn't the first time I felt something like that. The whiff of booze clinging to her and the bruises she left on my body. The warm tone of the voice that never hesitated to read to me, even though the man always made it a point to shut a book before the ending. The desire to see me walk only the comfortable path, which came its possessiveness to fierce. That it was sated only by dooming into the pits of hell all those who got between him and that goal. The passion to shape me into only being in the world who understands him by pouring into me every bit of artistic knowledge he possessed, and the desolate screams of she who could not bear to me my gaze or have meet me hers. These 5 threads twine to make a rope that binds me into what I am. Согласен, середина. And the rope is laid along the road to... Oh, this? Sweetheart. This called a spiral. Once it is lodged inside the body, even the slightest of movements will make its burrow deeper into the flesh, forcing the victim to remain perfectly still. It may not sting any worse than the prick of a thorn at first, but the more you try to yank it free, the further it will drill into the body. But no matter how much it keeps digging in, it will never make it to the other side. The closer it gets to the end, the slower it becomes. It can never meet its end point. You know what else shares that property? Doubt. No, Dad. It's freeze tag. What's freeze tag? So it's like a game where when you're frozen, I tag you and you say unfreeze, then you can start moving again. I see. Then I keep waiting until my darling daughter decides to unfreeze me.
그때는
I couldn't understand what he meant at the time.
그 나서는
The spiral that
후에
pierced
사로를
Sorrow
꿰뚫었고
was
그 후에 다른
was
사람
then
수십을
used to pierce
꿰뚫고
dozens more lives,
또다시 수십을
and then
꿰뚫고
dozens with that,
내게도 어느 날부터
until one day
그 나선
a
모양의
stake of
의식이
doubt, shaped
박혀버렸다.
just like the spiral, lodged itself in me as well.
주름 매듭을
Threads
만들고
become knots,
엉켜지고
endlessly tangling and winding
또
into a
감긴다.
jumbled clue.
이건 거미줄이야, 엄마.
Look, mommy,
근데
I made a
봐봐.
spider web.
이걸
But if
이렇게
you twist it like this,
짜잔!
it
사다리가
becomes a
된다?
ladder. Cool, right?
너
Are you
심심해?
bored? I totally played on my own.
학교
Don't you want
안 다닐래?
Don't you want to go to school? Whoa! I wanna.
어림잡아
I must have been
아래가
around 8 years old back then. When I saw the twinkle in those eyes, I suddenly craved the cigs I'd quit. And strangely enough, I didn't miss them at all at the same time.
속이
My
울렁거렸고
stomach lurched, and I felt like I was
어딘가로
falling
끝없이
into an
떨어지는
endless
길로
pit.
학교를 다니고 싶다는 생각을
I never
한 번도
once
해본 적이
thought
없어.
of wanting to go to school,
오래전에
but
누군가
I wonder,
물어보셨다면
someone had asked me
나 또한
the same
저렇게
question long
되었을까?
ago. Would I have been just as excited?
이것 봐.
Look, mommy,
이게
Is the
요즘
Randosaurus
유행하는
that-
란도셀이야.
that's all. It's the Randosaurus that all the rage lately. I know.
내가 사준 거잖아.
I'm the one who bought it for you.
여기에 교과서도 넣고
I can put textbooks in here. Pencil case goes here, my name tag goes here, and the lunchbox goes.
학교에 다니면 어떻게 되는 걸까?
What would happen if she went to school?
평범한 8살이 되어서
Like any other 8 years old, she'll begin by
어른이
learning
되어가겠지.
how to read and write. And before I even know, she'll be a grown-up too.
음악을 좋아하는 그 아이는
She always loved
손에
music,
날이
so I'm
잘든
sure
평범
her
대신
hands will carry not a
멋들어진
dagger but a
기타가방을
stylish,
들고 다닐
cheap
거야.
guitar case.
성인,
A grown-up.
저 아이가
Will she ever
성인이
get
될
to
수
be the
있을까?
one?
그때 시야가
That's when my
트이면서
vision opened.
그때서야 우리가
I could finally see it.
거미줄 한가운데
We'd been caught in the middle of the spider web
보였다.
all alone.
아비들이 왜 아무런
Why did the
대가
nurse fathers
없이
let Arai into the house of spiders without
거미줄의
asking
아이를 데리고
for
있을까?
anything in return in the first place?
거미집이 언제부터
When had that house even
그렇게
been a
기대받던
place of such
거미의
mercy,
자비로운
granting charity without
공간이었을까?
exacting a price or a demand?
수업은 문제 없이 끝나버렸어요. 자, 이번 검술 동작은
Lehen.
총감, 검블레이드.
Class wrapped up without a hitch, you know. Well, it wasn't so easy, was it? Bayonets, gunblades, all of them fancy doohickey call for some tricky timing. Must been mighty hard for you to keep up, kiddo. It wasn't. Fuck off if we're done here. God damn, look at you, always giving me the evil eye, you sure do. One of these days you'll end up stabbing me before you're done, I swear. Hey Yoshihide, you've got talent. You best polish it up real good, you hear? Let's hear. Next up, well, hot diggity. All kinds of folks showing up to tutor you today. Today. Yes, plenty of fellas are looking forward to it. That's old blood fiend elder from the ring coming in person. Blood fiend elder from the ring. And this feller over there. Ain't got a clue who is that. Must be one of them pinkies. Huh? Ain't that a hood? How these devils all assigned an ear just months after that finger ball bell? Might sure them's the same one that were busy raising hell out of the outskirts strife not long ago. Well, can't they they're real deal. At least you'll learn things even them nurse fathers can teach.
계속 떠들 건가?
You gonna keep yapping? Fine, I'll leave. Not now, what's the rush? I know you'll still get some time to spare. By the way, that relic of yours, that sword, they say it's something real special, ain't it? Her told that except for that pinkish snake, a star. All of them hotshots who tried uncheating it got ruined for life. Bring that fancy blade from the scabbard, let me see it go shrink. Just one look and I'll let you shrink this. Here, 10 2 stars blade on mine a couple of times, how about it?
또 하찮은 수작들로
Do you think I'll trust a word from you ever again? Oh, well, butter my butt and call me biscuit. Ain't falling for you twice, huh? Figured you'd forgotten all the memories like old peanut shells. Well, that's the way the cookie crumbles, ain't it? Just wanted to get the big while we trained. Didn't know the kid's mind would fly every which way. You could try to come up with a better excuse then. I didn't know. Looks like we'll have to put a lock on that scabbard from now on, so it only opens with the collective permission of all 5 Nurse Fathers. Ah, comes to think of it, it's already been 3 years since you started coming here, hasn't it? 3 years? Been more like 5? Haha. And you one smooth motherfucker nearly took that as you being kind and chicken on how I'm doing. Listen, my poor old heart, my poor old heart can handle hearing that beeping no more. Always gets me thinking maybe it's a prescribed talent yet to crack my head open like a watermelon. Of course not. Even if I did, I want to split your head open like a watermelon. I need to take a chance for the right weapon to come out, or... Yeah, my bad for even trying to equip you with the... That? Saru's wheezing, like the air is leaking out of her. I see you've regressed to that moment. Don't worry, Saru is resting peacefully in your hands. Okay. I don't want any part in whatever it is any of your tutors are scheming. I'll never draw my sword just to satisfy that cheap curiosity of yours. So give up and shut up and... Mama! Guess what I learned today at school? Get inside. Well, who's that little tot? Hello, my name is Araya and... There's this letter I learned at school today and... It said get inside, Araya. Alright, sugar. You run alone and play now here? Okay. Fiddlesticks, now that really hurts the man's heart. Could at least let the kids say hi to Uncle Lei Hank. I told you to fuck off. That's Peanuts your leash, huh? What? Figured as much, you're holding on tight to that kid. Them spider fellas sure are sharp as a tack. This just more of your horse shit? Or can you back it up? Ain't that a fine mouth you got talking to your teacher? What's this matter anyway? I already kicked the bucket. But damn lessons I taught you, those were real, you hear? You still following that thread tied to you? Can't go knit tight like your life depends on it, kiddo. I ain't helping if you lose your way. That's not it. That's not how you shorten it. What? It means what do you mean if it's not? Oh, you're doing it wrong, mommy. Just follow after me. I love you so much. You didn't get it, did you? Nope. Here's some watermelon, Araya. You're supposed to pay HAWA. That doesn't work. Anyway, let's try again later. Across the faded screen, lights scatter and gather endlessly. Моя четвертую стену, омега лул. Я что-то проморгал момент с сломанной четвертой стеной. А, ты погоди, или ты про Риена? The kaleidoscopic light projected on the wall leaves me mesmerized and my stomach begins to churn again. Great, you're right, mommy? Yeah. Mom thinks it's perfect. Run again. Yeah. So that's been at your leash, huh? I have to get out of here, and I need to get her out too. Before the House of Spiders decided she's no longer necessary. Dearest Yoshihide, that blade has never been drawn on a whim. Soon I will forge another sword meant only for you. So you may keep it when you at all times. Can you draw the blade, Dad? I cannot.
이 아비들 중
None amongst the nurse fathers can draw that blade save for one. On top of that, only you can wield it in all its proper might, Yoshihide. The name of that sword is Arayashiki. It's one of the rarest relics in the existence, a pinnacle of its kind. It is a blade that cuts through all, and whatever it cuts can never be made the whole again. That day I drew the sword without warning. It was decided that the blade could be unsheathed only with the unanimous permission of all 5 nurse fathers. In return, however, it cuts your mind as well every time you use it. The cuts are so precise and smooth that you won't even notice which memories have been severed away. You're still following that thread, right? Well, anyway, I'll kick the bucket, Yoshihide. That's why the House of Spiders is going to decide when and where you may unsheath the sword, and we will do so with absolute caution. I had only used that sword fewer than 10 times. It's just enough to count on my fingers. 4 times before Araya came, and 5 times after. It was just last week. We went out together and tried that new weird snack for the first time. Why can't you remember? You said there were 2 sweet, but ate like 5 of them. I only got to eat 3. Day after day, the list of memories I wouldn't trade for anything keep growing, piling, overlapping, and I realized time is running out. The nurse fathers may pretend to not care about Araya, but the spiral of doubt is framed for the impaling. Biding its time for that precise moment when they decide that their fetter around my feet has served its purpose. Araya, what do you want to be when you grow up? When I grow up, Mommy, I want to let Araya carry her own back and grow up to become the person she wants to be. I want Araya to break free from the House of Spiders so she may find her own path in life. We have decided anonymously to commence the mission. You must draw the sword. The 5 knots tying the blade, each in distinct shape, loosen themselves one after another. Aren't you going to ask me the question today? What questions? You always ask the same thing during these missions. Will it ever end? Is there ever an end? And if there is one, what will it look like? Did they really say that? All that? They say children start to talk less and go distant from their parents when puberty hits. Is it finally happening to you too? Every time I use this sword, a part of me gets sliced away. What makes you think my memories will be fine? What? Did that stupid pager beep you to shut up when I ask you difficult questions? You've gotten a bit snappy, sweetie. Imagine how hurtful it'd be if your daughter started talking like that to you someday. Don't bring Araya into this. Eh? Mommy, you always make me scary faces when you take that sword. Come here. Wait in here for a bit. Mama? It will be quiet and dark. But when you're in here, everything passes quickly. Mommy used to hide here all the time. So stay in here and wait for me, Araya. I promise I'll come back for you. I'll be fine. I'll be waiting for you here, Mommy. And so I followed each length for the rope that was bound to me. Tell me, why are you trying to leave? Huh. You know what? Be like that. Keep Mom and Brute in silence all you want. That brat you call your daughter, I'll find that little bundle of liability and I'll split her in half. My eye, no! Eyeball cut. Oh. Were you mad at Daddy for something, buddy? Oh, please stop this vandalism, Yoshihide. For over 10 years I have assembled this magnum opus only for your pleasure. So she cut Valentina's eye, the leg of Matthias, I guess Callisto's head, somehow. Shut the fuck up. The eye of Rien and the tongue of Hihui Star Shiomiyoru. You've hurt me enough. I'm in a lot of pain. Stop swinging that sword at me. We still got one more for us to go through, don't you?
비틀거리면서
Staggering, I
나의
took
마지막
another step
어둠으로 갔다.
to the last of my nurse
나에게
fathers. I
흉터만
cut
남긴
out the
그
tongue that
혀를
lashed at me time and time again, and then cannot be free from there without airing the spider's thread. No.
머리를
It was supposed to be her head.
뇌를 제대로
Perhaps
베지
it
않은
was
것은
out of some last drag of pity still left in me that I didn't cut through her brain. Or maybe after swinging that blade for so long and simply forgot that slicing the brain is the surest way to end a life. With my own two hands, I ended the life of my parent. A face like mine, a voice like mine, a sword style just like my own.
그렇다면
Will my fate come to resemble hers as well? I drove the blade that cuts through all into her heart, and even made sure to give it a good twist. And the dying sunset had a voice. It would sound just like this. Man. Полечение глаз Матису правую руку. А, Калиста пробила его клинок Хену глаз. А, правую руку Матиаса. Temporal Entanglement. Что, сейчас будет сложный файт? Блин, я всего лишь прошел 5 частей, я уже потерял... Точнее, я... Матис все это время с одной рукой бегал. А! Я только сейчас заметил. Вы же невнимательный. Ладно. Так. Я думаю, 3 часа прошло. Одну секунду. Давайте я взгляну. Или попробуем. Может, я сделаю трай. Давайте я сделаю трай. Так, поехали.
걸맞는 곳이어야 할 거다.
Я потраю. Далеко важный ноут по истории. Manager? Detective Manager? Keeping an eye on every sinner, focusing on their condition, lending them strength and reviving them. There is so much going on. My head feels like it could burst any moment. My nerves feel as though they're burning out from pouring in so much concentration. Давайте я тогда, короче, прочитаю, что здесь будет. И, походу, мне надо будет зафайтиться с апрентисом Пинки. I'm listening. Hiroshi has begun engaging the nurse father. Without current manpower, breaking through the situation is going to be difficult. Your order, executive manager? Sinclair from the future is still here, summoned by the sign that manifested on his forehead. Gregory is still rampaging under the grip of uncontrollable metamorphosis. Both teams were still in complete disarray. Even the LCD team, the only who had been moving alone fairly well, ended up missing their ace in the hole. Not yet. I think the situation is not favorable. Yeah, it looks like we're going to have to do this on our own. I, Otis, never intended to showcase my competence to this extent, but very well.
문제될 것은 없다.
There shouldn't be any issues. I merely follow the manager's orders. Hiroshi's sword, finally drawn from the scabbard, pierces through the pinky nurse father with a single smooth thrust. The enemy staggered on her feet, then opened one of the doors behind her. The way she moved was too slow to be an escape. Her gaze, intently trained on Hiroshu, was too steady to be look or surrender. Ладно, Середи, если тебе надо идти, пока-пока. Если что, пересмотришь эту часть с тайм-кода. Как раз там 3 часа от... Да, 3 часа 3 минуты, если что. Я тут прочитаю и, скорее всего, тоже буду заканчивать, потому чисто интересно, что тут будет. Soon, and we realized she was trying to draw us in after her. Wait, I know for certain it's... I had to grown so sick of this place. I know. You always said it was my fault that you were better to the House of Spiders. What, are you saying it's not? I was the one who was being raised in this suffocating house. If anyone has the right to be resentful, it's me. But you left. You freed yourself anyway. You stepped out to the ground outside and traveled to the sky, the real sky. I already cut you down with a sword back then. So how come you're still alive? Are you sure? Did you make sure to pierce the sword clean through the heart? Do you even have a single clear memory of you can recall for certain? If the memories themselves are gone, and all that the left is the feeling that you once had something to cherish, how true could that feeling be? Once something cannot be remembered anymore, its time is as good as lost. While the city and this house have become places where not single soul has the heart to remember the child, that's how our story ends. Maybe for me, but not for Araya. Я сейчас удивлюсь, если Шиломиору это окажется Рёшу, а Рёшу это окажется Арая. Это будет рофл. She's still waiting for me. Araya is waiting for no one. Wow. I knew we will fight our daughter one day. Канто, Starblade, Paroxysm. Now fuck it, let's try this. So unfortunately, Araya became the nurse father, right? What do you mean inevitable termination? Oh, okay. We just redirect this. Okay, let's go. Affection and resentment. Okay, how about this?
억제 성공. 진정. 격발. 애타게 기다렸고 절실히
Anxiously I have awaited.
헤아릴 수
Beyond all reckoning I have blamed.
이 순간
And through this moment too shall be severed.
말해줘도 기억이나 할.
I may speak of it, but it will be remembered at all. Okay, the peak has started. Okay, it's time for us to clash this all. If this skill slot using this skill is the main target of skill, lose then okay.
자양의
Okay.
비밀을 돌아오지 않아.
Hydrangeas bloomed that day, yet still there was no return.
약속했던 한마디
Even the few words of promise have sunk into oblivion. Okay. One by one, little by little. It is better than to severe them here. Oh, that was a lot of damage. Okay, somehow I have to win this. Why did you do this? No! Soft singing echoes in Roshu's ears. When will Mommy come back? Will she be here today? What about tomorrow? Mommy, I really wanted to keep our promise. I wanted to stay in here and wait quietly. Shut up. Was I too impatient? Did Mommy leave because I couldn't wait out that one fleeting moment? Stop talking. Words mingle and tangle together, making it impossible to tell who is speaking to whom.
딸은 너를 영영 떠났어.
Your daughter has left you forever,
네가 그랬던 것처럼.
just as you did.
알아야 하는.
No doubt I will hide again.
그러면 나는
I'll be wandering again, searching for her.
오랫동안
We won't be able to meet
없을 거다.
for a while, very long time.
그러니까 일어서면
I cannot lose her. This is my last chance.
보는 걸
I loved watching the stars. She may still be hiding somewhere in that starry night.
괜찮아.
I'll be fine. I'll be waiting for you here, Mommy.
무슨 거미집.
This is the House of Spiders, a place no one can
하늘을
escape
닿을
from.
수도 없이.
A place ever suspended, even barred from touching the sky.
부유하가 오지 않아.
A tiny cramped little space to which I never returned. Left? Never. Roshu lets out an anguished cry as she swings her sword once more. The Nook's father makes no move to avoid it, as though she's entrusting Roshu with the right to end her.
어떤 기억을.
Which memory did you carve away this time? And finally, the Pinkener's father falls where she stands. The floor of the House of Spiders was cold and yielding.
잠깐만 이 상자
Hide in this box for just a little bit.
들어가서
Once you get in, close your eyes and count.
숫자를 세.
I will be surprised if this is Araya who became too old somehow. In this fucking T-core box. It will be white and dark, but when you're in here, everything passes quickly. How do you know? Mommy used to hide here all the time. Stay in here and wait for me, Araya. I promise I'll come back for you. I'll be fine. I'll be waiting for you here, Mommy. No. She will never come back. Once Mommy comes back, we're going somewhere the stars are so close and it looks like you can touch them. I'll pack us lunches and cut the sausages into octopus shapes. And when I'm done waiting, Mom will show up and tell me I did good. She'll say, I knew I'd be good at hiding. And then, after a little more time, I'll wear a big flower bigger than a watermelon for my graduation. It will take off after and give it to Mommy. She'll look good with hydrangeas, cause they look just like me. And then I'll learn even more letters. I've got to teach her all the new slang too. And then... No. Those days don't come, Raya. And then we'll climb to a real rooftop and feel the real wind and eat cold watermelon together. Mom forgot about me. The door never opens. There's no calendar in there. I don't know how many days have passed. And no clock either, so I can't even tell if it's day or night. I see it now. I was left behind. Mom left for good. Today never ends. Tomorrow never comes. Once that certainly settles in, once every shade of the darkness felt as though they belonged to me, I threw the door open myself. Someone had been waiting on the other side of the door. It should be her. Oh dear, you've fallen into a temporal entanglement, Araya. From the looks of it, my darling daughter must have stepped into this vault countless times. Her blood, you see, interacts uniquely with the flow of time. That's what allowed her to step in here unharmed. You two were born with Yoshihide's blood because the higher-ups of the camp wished for another candidate with an innate aptitude to wield Araya Shiki. However, the fact that it's simply impossible for you to ever match my Yoshihide's aptitude for it. Blood, yes, blood is important, but it's only when the first and most basic requirement. What really counts is how you sense time. The way the child perceives and observes time, the intuition, the balance, the perspective isn't something that can be imitated. Well, thanks to that shared blood, you somehow managed to hold our against time and even read it. But that's also exactly what made a mess of you the time you were supposed to bear inside this time vault. I have no idea what kind of emotion drove you to push that open door. But we will be reunited with Yoshihide again without fail. Rav. Because as long as that child remains incomplete, the House of Spiders will endure. And it just so happened there is a vacancy in the house. Perhaps your aptitude will also be enough to seize the title of the Hue Star. When I opened my hands, I saw wrinkled old fingers and strand of threads twined around them. Is this my name? Yeah, Araya. That's how you read it. It's too hard to read. How do you write your name, Mommy? The side effects must kick in. With all this unstable superposition of time, you're bound to experience them from life. These threads hold nothing but pain. They all lead back to you. Closing your eyes won't stop the visions from flooding in. That's the nature of time, it's inevitable. Does it mean if I follow these threads to where you are? If I become a nurse, father, I'll see her again. Even now, the wait has not stopped. Of course, my sweet daughter will come home. Mommy, I learned something at school today. You're not supposed to smoke around kids. Says who? The teacher. As I'm still a growing kid, we need to stay healthy. But we can do that if people around us keep smoking. Why not? Well, because I'm in a growth period. If bad cells from your form in your body at young age, teacher said. The bad stuff grows faster. Grows faster? Your teacher's a cocky douchebag.
엄마,
Mommy,
선생님께 말
don't talk about my teacher like that. That day, however, Mommy never touched a cigarette again. But I'll grow to smoke the same kind she used to. Every time I took a drag, it felt like I was breathing alongside her. That was Araya. All the time. I could sense that the flow of time trapped over her now lingers on my skin. My mind rebounds and swirls like the cigarette smoke in the air, carrying me to the moment I never want to see again.
어디
Mommy, where are you
나
going?
혼자 두지 마.
Don't leave me here. Where are you going?
어디 갔어?
Where did you go? And you rolling back to the house of spiders with that, huh? And once it became painfully clear that there wasn't even an ounce of recognition in her eyes, not even a brief spark of it, the myriad moments inside me, bound and constructed by tangled threads, began trembling and thrashing aloud. Mom, can I call you Mommy? Fucking hell. The child in Russia's memory is the same child who used to munch through mouthfuls of snacks, practice how to read and write, and sing songs with barely intelligible lyrics grows into the form of the Pinkiner's father standing before her eyes. Her final gaze is not trained on Russia, it is staring off into the distance, an unknown point between the folds of time. I'm sorry, I had to do this. The singing voice faded into the silence as the Pinkiner's father's fallen body goes still. Joshua raises her sword, ever so slowly. Joshua. She answered with the silence, staring down at herself. I understood what it was that she was watching. She was looking at every strand of thread connected to her, the bundle of strings forming herself. Dude, you're supposed to know that you're messing with the T-Corp stuff, with the T-Corp equipment, and the chain that linked us together through our journey. You think about severing the chain. Joshua has fallen to protect Raya. What she'd promised to her daughter with that pinky swear turned into lies, and the thread that had connected the two of them was severed into 1,000 of little strands. This meant that our pact, her contract with Limbus Company, no longer meant anything to her. Look, I lost the one and only thread I was clinging into. What reason do I have to stay? Joshua cuts off the chain. It falls apart with so little resistance that it's almost as if had never linked us together in the first place. And that was only the beginning. The days of her life let out the piercing shriek as they severed away by the sharp edge of her blade. The memories shaped by the culmination of those days begin to fade, hacked into pieces, mutilated. Time itself howls with a piercing cry.
경외라 혹은 괄목하든가 평범과 비범은 이렇게나 큰 차이를
Yep.
한낱 날개 따위에
Okay,
아니다.
I guess we're continuing 949, 950 and 951
참도록 할까.
next stream. Next stream, I hope it will happen tomorrow. It will be a bit later by the time. Or maybe it will be the day after. But for now, I want to thank you very much, all of you. I am shocked. Definitely. Like, damn. Also, let me remove this picture from now on. For today. Because, yeah, I think this is not anymore the attitude with which Roshu will be continuing. I think we will... I don't know, man. I don't know how are we going to continue this, but still. Yeah. $950 will be here, and there will be $951, I guess, or it will go there. I don't know. Okay, so for now, I'm gonna complete my stream for today. Wow, what a cliffhanger. Wow. Okay, so for now, I wanna say thank you very much for watching. Let me extract those encapsulate modules for now for today. Thank you very much for watching. Otskare-sama, Otsu City, bye bye. Thanks for watching and ciao.